People think he runs some great nursing homes. What he really does a good job at is growing mangoes. So if you ever need any mangoes, just go down on Division Street and there's a little stand there and Zia's outside trying to make a few bucks. But no, Zia, I thank you so much for your hospitality and putting up with me and all of our friends today, and appreciate everything that you do for us. And I just want to share with you, I don't want to embarrass you, but I spoke to 2 or 3 of the people here, and I was trying to say, you know, what kind of place this is and how, boy, you got a rave review even from that Jersey girl, so I want you to know it must be a good place. I heard really good things, and the food is amazing.
It is one of the best places.
He modestly says, what about the one over the line, not so good?
Which one?
The one in Venice.
They're all.
They are sisters.
That place is beautiful.
Yeah.
I've been down there to see
Yeah,
that.
that one.
But thank you so much.
Sure.
But you have to have a good feeling, because so often people complain when they come into a nursing facility because most people really don't want to go there. Well, I'm ready to come here for the food because I think the food's amazing. So thank you so
I
much.
think it's all the credit go to the staff. I mean, just like today, the chef was there all the time, and I think is Eddie, there was a young guy, and he's one of the.
2 things: you have a good crew, and you keep your boys busy, which is a good thing, so they stay out of trouble. So that's good. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I just want to touch upon a couple things about the campaign, because this is really important. And David and Dottie, I'm going to put you 2 volunteers to work, so hurry up and eat your dessert. I just want to touch upon 2 or 3 serious things. And I usually don't write notes. I usually talk from my heart, and I say what I think because, and I'm going to do that for a second. I grew up in the Bronx. And, you know, we sort of kid about what our lives were like, and, you know, I grew up poor. I didn't know I was poor. But I was told one thing that my mother drummed into me, that we have to give back. And I take that and I put that on one side, and the other thing I talk about is the fact that when I was 17 years old, I enlisted in the military. It was probably the best thing in my life I ever did, because it saved my life. Because I was a smart-ass street kid in the Bronx. And it was a good thing that I went into the military. And I can say what I want because it's all been expunged anyhow, so I don't have to worry about that. But we were poor, we didn't know it. But the one thing I was told, and the one thing that went in my heart, was to give back and try and make this place, this little bit of paradise we call Charlotte County, to make this place for the next guy that's coming down the road. I will tell you, I don't sleep an awful lot. I probably, somewhere around what, Liz, 2 hours a night, something like that? Something like, yeah, I don't sleep a lot. And when you get older, you sleep less. But thanks to Uncle Sam, I was a watchstander and did all security stuff, so I never slept in the military. But my head spins, and what frustrates me and bothers me today, we've got this incredible place to live, this Garden of Eden we have, and we can't get along, and we have to work at screwing it up. And that just frustrates me so much, because we should be getting together. And I mean, not just us, I mean throughout the world, because we have this incredible place to be. So I spent a good part of my time trying to make it a little bit better. And what changed my life was 2 things. My mother was a single parent before it was acceptable, and she was the only person, we have some veterans in here, that was tougher than my drill instructor at basic training. And with that, you know, it sort of set the stage for what I was going to do. But what happened, when I went down and raised my right hand, and I swore that I would give my life to defend these great United States of America, that got branded 2 places. One was in my brain, and the other was in my heart. And when you get elected to office, it's almost the same oath as you take when you go in the military. So I do the job a little bit different. And I've thought about it over the years, and I've done some things I shouldn't have done. I put my job first. I put my family second. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did. It's been a couple years since I saw my granddaughter. I don't see my family a lot. I'm out, 4 or 5 nights a week at meetings or doing something, now maybe 5 or 6. Because it's the only way I know how to do things. My grandfather, he used to say, work fast. Lately you've worked half fast. But I always try to go above and beyond what I think is necessary to try and do the job right. I don't go in the commission office every day to make my colleagues look bad, because I go there every day because I believe that's the way you do the job. And what makes me feel good, what really makes me feel good, is when somebody is frustrated because they have a problem with the bureaucracy, and we've all had that, me and Jude, we've dealt with it over the years. And if I can help a little bit, it makes me feel good. And whether that's a swale that's clogged up, or whether it's a hole in the road, or whether it's a zoning issue, if I can help somebody, I feel good. That's sort of kind of way I do it. Now, I just have a few points I want to touch upon, so I actually put down 5 things on a piece of paper. Many of you know, this past year, I tried to cut the budget. Our house got flooded twice. I didn't have flood insurance. We looked about $115,000 in damage. I got around 15 from FEMA. I probably could have got more, maybe another 30 or 40, but I gave up fighting with FEMA because we were fighting for the county to get, FEMA still owes the county $85 million that they said we're entitled to. We're waiting for it. And here's a problem. Do we go ahead and I borrow the money somewhere so I can put screens over the slides and the playground equipment so the kids don't burn their butt? And then FEMA says, well, if we pay for it, they're not going to reimburse us. But if I don't put it up, they say, well, the kids are on all the playground equipment and they're burning their tricks on the slides, and it's, but you can't win, because if we take the county money and do it, then you say, why did you use taxpayer money for that when FEMA was going to pay for it? So that's the game that FEMA plays with us. And you've gotten involved with them. We're dealing with insurance companies. God bless you, Jim. I know what you're going through. I once called, when I was in the legislature up in New England, I think I was in the Senate at the time, I said, the insurance companies are like a legalized protection racket. And if the untouchables were here, they'd all be in trouble. Because it's like they used to do in Chicago with the window pane insurance. You had a shoe store, a bakery, they come in and say, oh, we're here to sell you window insurance. So there's nothing wrong with my windows. Well, it's $5 a week for window insurance. No, I don't need it. You know what happened the next morning when you came to your shop? You needed a window, you had a broken window. But that's the way insurance companies work. You gotta pay in, and then if you ever use it, they raise your rates. Right. I don't get it. It just doesn't seem right. But we all get caught up in that. Anyway, there's 5 things that I'm going to deal with. I did make a motion last year to cut $10 million out of the budget. I haven't seen the rough budget yet, but I promise you this, I will not vote for a millage increase if I'm reelected. Hopefully a decrease. We don't need departments to have $500,000 in surplus with our money when we're paying extra money to the departments. We don't need to buy a new vehicle right after the first of the year. We don't need to fill those few extra positions until we get to the end of the year. They told me to do it. I came up with a list of over $10 million. I wanted our taxes to be less this year than were this year, and I couldn't get a second from any of my colleagues on the commission. That's a fact. It happened at the budget meeting. Some of you were there, you know it. So anyway, the priorities that I want to deal with, as far as land use is concerned, I believe in development. I believe everyone has a constitutional right to develop their own property. However, we have to respect the neighborhoods and the communities, and I'm not excited about pumping up density where we have a project right now with Pulte, they have 6,000 units. Well, they want 8. I think 8's a little too much for the neighborhood, and for the roads, and for the water, and for everything we have to provide. So, you know, when it comes to land use, I respect an individual's right to develop their property, but I'm not excited right now about increasing density. And I think we have to protect our people on fixed income. That's a real challenge for us. We have a substantial elderly population. And I think also that what we have to do, and I teased Tim Ritchie about it because you see him come to our meetings. He says he's the water czar. But the first thing I talked about when I first ran for office was how important it is that we protect the Peace River. The Peace River is our most precious natural resource. We've got to protect it. People come here because of the water, people come here because of the beaches. Anyway, I'm not gonna run around and go on long, I'm gonna hang around for a while, but I really want to thank everyone so very, very much. I need your help. We probably need another 30, 40 grand to run the election to do what we did before. But I need some visibility. How many people in here have a car that they brought here today? Would you raise a hand? Let me see. You guys, you took a bus? Come on, you forgot to play car. Every one of your cars. All right, thank you, Richard. Yeah, you've got one on yours, I know, I saw it. A bumper sticker on your car in the next 4 months of the election can get me about 12 or 13 votes. That's how scientific it is. About 2.5 votes a month you get for every bumper sticker. And what I'd like to do, and I'm going to add, I've got a couple of people that they don't know it, but they're wearing red shirts, so they're volunteering. I'd like you to give me the color of your car and the license plate, and let us put a bumper sticker on it. And the bumper stickers will not, let me tell you this. The bumper stickers are made out of vinyl. We put them on the window of the bumper, but even if you put it on the paint, it won't hurt you. I'm so sure that if you put a bumper sticker on to help me, I'll tell you, Zia will buy you a new car. If that bumper sticker makes any kind of mark on it, he will buy you a brand. That's how sure I am. I don't want you buying all those stuff. Yeah. But if, please, they'll come around. If you could, they're going to have what I'm going to ask you guys to grab some bumper stickers and go to the tables and get, you know, if it's a pink Chevy and a license plate is ZX, write that down so you guys can put them on. But it's really important. That visibility gives me 2.5 votes every month. We have 4 months, we can do the math. It could make the difference in a close election. And, you know, I would really appreciate it. That's important. Your money is important. We thank you for that. The food was awesome. Hopefully we got our money's worth. I know I am. I'm not leaving until it's all gone because it's amazing.
All right, so that's all right.
But I just want to thank you all. Have a safe trip home, hang around and chat and enjoy the camaraderie. But God bless you all, and please, let's not ever, ever, ever lose sight of or forget how blessed we are to be here in these good old United States of America. Thank you all. Thank you so much. So, can we put bumper stickers on? Okay.